Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is early signs that he may be an abuser. Early signs that he may be abusive. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. Now, to get us started, let's watch this video and then we'll dive right into this topic. Early signs that he may be an abuser. Here we go.
Here are 5 early warning signs that you're dealing with an abuser. First, they deny your memory of the past and then try to make you look bad or crazy. Second, there is a public persona that is very different from who they are in private. Third, they're really critical of others, often believing they're superior to everyone else. Fourth, they often behave like a victim in problems they've created, while at the same time, view themselves as a martyr. Fifth, they'll take ownership for your achievements or will smugly chalk them off to luck, rather than give you credit for your hard work. Sixth, they believe you're responsible for their feelings while at the same time will ignore, compete with, or shame your feelings. Seventh, they're entitled, often treating you like a servant and constantly badgering you to do things for them that they're capable of doing for themselves.
Okay, let's go over some of these signs in detail. All right. Number one, if you meet a man and he's jealous, he shows signs of jealousy. You see, jealousy shows that he is insecure and he has a lack of trust. And many times when a fella is overly jealous, it's because you can't trust him. You see, people are giving you what they have inside. So if he can't trust you, you probably can't trust him. An abuser will question you about who you talk to. Were you flirting with somebody? They'll want to know about your family and friends and your children. The abuser may refuse to let the victim work or go to school, fear of meeting someone else. You don't need to be with a person like that. And an abuser will call frequently or drop by unexpectedly. You know, my first husband, he would do that. He would just pop up at my job or something like that just to check. Or he would call me on the job. And if someone else would answer the phone, you know, it would be a big stink. Who was that answered your phone and all this kind of nonsense? And you know, it's an office phone. All right. But you don't want to be with a crazy person like that. Okay. So when a guy is doing these things, don't take it as flattery. Oh, he's doing that because he really loves me. No, he's doing that because he's crazy. Okay. All right. Let's look at something else. He has a controlling behavior. He wants to rule the relationship. He wants to be checking up on you. He'll check your car to see where you went and all that kind of stuff. He will want to check on your phone to see who you've been talking to. And he wants to control your comings and goings. He will also want to control your appearance. You know, I've had that. I fought against it. Men who come in and want to change the way that you look. They want to dress you the way that they want to dress you. It may not be your taste. I know when I was with a man and he wanted to buy my clothes, I said, I'll buy my own clothes. Okay, I don't need for you to pick out clothes for me. And what he would do is try to, you know, we'd go shopping and he'd go pick out a dress and want me to like this dress. And I don't like it. I don't like it. And in the early dating time, what I would do, I would say, okay, and buy the dress. And believe me, it's still hanging in my closet. I never wore it because it's not me. But these men try to control you and make you into what they want you to be. Okay? Now, quick involvement in the beginning. Look at this. the love bombing and all of that, acting like, just flooding you with things. Be careful with that. Narcissists do that. They'll love bomb you in the beginning. And love bombing is whatever they can afford to love bomb you with. Okay? If they can afford trips and dinners and shopping and things like that, that's what you'll get. But whatever they have, that's what they'll pour on you in the beginning. And you can tell by their love bombing efforts if they have anything or not. You can tell that quick. But they do this because they want to tie you down real quick. All right? So these are the kind of people with the love at first sight business. As soon as they see you, now they in love with you. Don't go for it. Don't go for that. And the abuser in the beginning is very charming and romantic. And the love is intense. That's the way it was when I met the narcissist. It was intense. It was just like that. It was like a roller coaster, but we were always going up. We hadn't come down yet, but we were on the roller coaster on the way up. You see? Unrealistic expectations. The abuser wants the partner to be like their slave. Okay? The abuser needs a lot of your energy and attention. Just like a narcissist needs your supply, the abuser needs that constant adoration. Constantly. When I was with the narcissist, he always, how do I look? Is this okay? Are you sure? He didn't care what I thought. He was looking for what other people thought. And plus, he needed that energy from me. That self-gratification all the time. It was a constant. But the thing about it, it's draining on you when you always got to be giving to somebody else. And see, they're never satisfied at all because they don't get it. Whether they get it from you or not, they will still abuse you because abusing you is more supply. Okay? Isolation. They're good with that. They want to isolate you from your family and friends, where it would just be you and them. And they can do to you what they want to do to you. And you have no recourse. They've already isolated you from everybody and make everybody feel funny about contacting you, and you feel funny about contacting anybody else about it. You see, they want to be on the main stage in your life, and they want to get you to the point to where everything that happens in your life, you tell them. You have nothing that you keep to yourself. Anytime your family communicates anything with you, you got to share it with him. You see, that's isolation. You gotta communicate your whole life, lay it out to the abuser. No, your life is your own. You don't give it over to someone else to use and abuse and do whatever they want to do to you. Anytime you are with a man and he starts talking about, your parents, trying to pick out things wrong about your parents and why you shouldn't be with them, or your siblings. He gonna join in to say something bad about your siblings so that you can criticize them, or your friends. I've seen these people isolate women from friends that they've had since childhood. All of a sudden, there's something wrong with your friend. And then what they'll do is run interference if any of your family and friends try to contact you. All right? If they write you letters, they'll probably take the letter and destroy it. If they try to call you on the phone, they will intercept the phone calls. Why are you calling here? What is it that you want? What is it that you need? I'll give her the message. That kind of thing. You see? That's isolation, and you should be aware of that. Don't feel when a man is doing these things that he's showing how much he loves you. and how much he cares for you. See, this is the premise why they do this, so that you'll feel safe and secure with them. But they're just setting you up. So when they start abusing you, you have no one but them. Okay, this is where they want you to be. That's that. They're setting you up to be a victim. Okay, and it'd be a Stockholm syndrome if you protect your abuser. Okay, and it's a lot of women that do that. They are abused so much until they see no wrong in the abuser. They will protect the abuser. If people say to them, you need to get away from him, he is killing you. No, he's not that bad. No, he's good sometimes. Things like that. Nah, that's no good. Okay, the abuser does not take responsibility for the problems, blaming others for almost everything. That's what they do. They won't take accountability. And, narcissists are good for this. Everything will be your fault why it happened. Even when the breakup comes, it'll be your fault why it broke up. Okay? When they've been cheating on you and mistreating you the whole time. But if you ever stand up and say, no, this is over, then it'll be your fault. Okay? They are hypersensitive. An abuser is easily insulted and takes everything as a personal attack and blows things out of proportion. These people can dish it out, but they can't take it. They have very thin skin. All right. And see, the thing is, as long as they can keep you in a victim state, then you're not going to confront them. You see? But if you ever get strong enough to confront them on their nonsense, then you will see how weak they really are. How weak people. You see, it's weak people who turned out to be abusers because they only feel that that's the way to control people or to get what they want out of life. To be abusive, to be aggressive and abusive. That's the only way that they feel like they can get what they want from you. Many of them have learned that from their own family backgrounds. The way that they grew up, they saw their father being an abuser to their mother. So it's a pattern. Here they come with you. And that's why I say always take your time when you meet people. You want to meet their families and see what kind of stock they came from. Okay, if you go in and meet their people and they all raggedy and fighting and cussing each other out and stuff, don't want him because he grew up like that and he would carry on that pattern. Ladies, now, they say that many abusers don't like animals or children. These are the kind of people who will pick at little children until they cry. They're just try to upset children because these people are evil. Abusive people are evil. Okay? And they spread that disease wherever they go. Now, abusers, another thing that they would be forceful with you, sometimes playfully. I remember when I was with the narcissist and he called himself kind of sneakily playing with me, and he grabbed me because it was something that I said that he didn't agree with. And I said, listen, don't manhandle me. I stopped that right there because, see, he'll start grabbing you and doing things to you and shaking you. And then before you know it, he'll get more aggressive with it because you accept it. You need to nip it in the bud. Whenever you see them do anything aggressive toward you, you need to back it up. Back it up. I remember I was with this fella and he got very angry. Of course, he had anger management issues. He had been in the war, Vietnam, so, he was all messed up in the head. And Anything I would say to him would just tick him off. And he would just get crazy. Crazy. So one time, I didn't stay with him long, maybe 1 or 2 dates. And he got angry and he came at me like that. And I immediately calmed down and got very, very still and very quiet. I didn't know how far that was going to go. But when I got away from him, he had the nerve to try to tell me, well, you knew I wasn't going to do anything. No, I didn't. And I'm not giving you a chance to do anything. I am out. It's over. Ladies, don't stay when men say, well, you know I would never hurt you. Because yes, he will. Yes, he will. He'll get mad enough and he'll get so familiar with you until he will hurt you. So don't just let that go by, and, oh, he was just playing. He just made a mistake. He won't do it again. Mm-mm. If they have anger management issues, don't be with them. They are abusive. All right. And verbal abuse, if you have a man who's cursing you out, calling you all kind of names all the time, no. Don't be with those type of people at all. That's abuse. That's verbal abuse. Don't do it. And if you're with a man who's a Jekyll and a Hyde, sometimes he's okay and sometimes he's not. Now, abusers, many of them have addictions. So, when they're taking their drug of choice, whatever it is, and then they flip into that Jekyll or Hyde, whichever one was the bad one. When they flip into that one, you don't want to be around because that's when violence starts and the verbal abuse and all of that. No, people, no. You don't deserve that, ladies. You need to get away from people like that. Now, these are early signs. These are like in a dating stage when you see these signs. That's why I say take your time when you meet these people because you want to see them in different environments. You want to see how they are when they get angry. You want to see how they are when they get stressful. You want to see how they handle business. Are they resourceful? Are they trustworthy? Those things take time to know somebody before you open your legs to them, ladies. Okay, you want to know all this before that happens. And you want to check into their past history. Now, this is a thing that a lot of ladies don't do. You see? I think you need a reference when you meet these people. You need to meet somebody that knew them for a while because they can tell you all about them. That's what you need to know. You need to know if he has a history of battery, domestic violence, abuse, that kind of thing. And you can learn a lot about that from his last girlfriend. What happened there? You can learn a lot. But a lot of ladies, when they meet a guy, they don't want to know about the last girlfriend. They don't want to know what happened. Of course, if you ask him, he's going to lie and act like the last girlfriend was this terrible, crazy psychopath and all of that. That's what men do. But if you can find somebody else, neutral person, not really in his family, because, if he's a narcissist, he got a lot of flying monkeys, so all of them are going to support the narcissist. But if you can talk to somebody neutral and find out about him, find out how it was with the last girlfriend, what happened, you can find out a lot about this man before you get involved with him. And you can avoid being with an abuser this way. People, now, caution. If you were raised in a home and it was abusive, whether it was your mom, your dad, or whoever it was, you were raised in an abusive home, then you need to work on yourself before you even start dating anyone because you will be attracting abusers. You'll be attracting it because it's in your energy field. Okay? You need to work on yourself and clear out that energy from you. Change your aura to a higher frequency before you start dating. And this will save you from meeting the wrong type of people. I hope you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best and happiness. And I really hope to see you next time.